Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a boy named Hans. Hans was a hardworking boy who loved nothing more than helping his parents on their farm. Among his many responsibilities, his favorite task was taking care of the pigs. One day, Hans's mother told him that the king was searching for a new swineherd to take care of his prized pigs. The job was a very important one, as the king's pigs were the best in the land and needed to be treated with the utmost care. Hans was overjoyed at the prospect of becoming the king's swineherd and begged his mother to let him apply for the job. She agreed, and Hans set off to the castle to apply. Upon arriving at the castle, Hans saw that there were many other boys competing for the position. The king's advisors were conducting interviews to determine the best fit for the job. Hans was nervous as he waited his turn, but he did his best to answer all of the questions and impress the advisors with his knowledge and love of pigs. After all of the interviews were completed, the advisors announced that Hans had been chosen as the new swineherd. Hans was thrilled and couldn't wait to start his new job. The next day, Hans arrived at the castle and was introduced to the king's pigs. There were so many of them, and they were all so different: big and small, fat and thin. Hans loved them all and spent his days taking care of them, making sure they had everything they needed. As the weeks passed, Hans excelled in his new role. The king's pigs were the happiest and healthiest in the land, and the king was very pleased with Hans's work. In recognition of his efforts, the king presented Hans with a special medal. Hans was proud to receive the medal and wore it every day as a symbol of his hard work and dedication. Years passed and Hans grew into a strong and confident young man. He never forgot his time as the king's swineherd and always looked back on it with fond memories. And so, Hans lived happily ever after, taking care of the king's pigs and ensuring their happiness and well-being.